guys. Coach here.
Well, we just found out, Dana, that school's canceled tomorrow, so I'm sure our guys are happy. I delivered that message to them right after practice. So we're gonna move our travel plans up a little bit. You know, we were gonna leave the afternoon, so I think we're gonna go 11 to 12 and then get out of here. But yeah, crazy weather coming. Sounds like. Yeah, I would say, I don't know what the word is. I don't know if it's, I don't know. I don't know what the key word is, but, I think all of us, coaches and players would certainly think that we should be at least 3 games better. And I think that's hard to swallow, when you're sitting at 2-7 and you feel like, Dana, you should at least be 5-4 with some in an overtime game and some other things that have happened. But you are where you are. There's 9 games left. Basketball is one of the longest sports, craziest sports. You see teams get hot at the right time. So my mindset's been keep plugging away. Let's educate them on where they're at, but really let's talk about where we can go. I don't think any of us are happy with the outcome of Saturday. I certainly got to get them ready to play much better than they did on Saturday, and I think the last couple of days of our prep have been good. We're obviously going on the road twice now, 2 teams that, in my mind, have 2 of the better players in our league. So we've got to refocus, but we've got to get off to a good start on Thursday night. Yeah. Yeah, the league scheduling is difficult. I talked to Commissioner LaCrone about 3 weeks ago in Indianapolis. He was nice enough to sit down and have breakfast with me the day of our game. And, league scheduling is very difficult. I don't think there's really a whole lot you can do about it, Brian, when a lot of these teams don't have their own buildings. I don't think it's good for anybody to have 7 out of 9 on the road. I don't think it's good to have 3 on the road. And it's really not good when you have a young team. That's what's made this thing so difficult. Last year we played so many non-conference games all over the country, literally in every direction because we got here kind of late, so the scheduling was a mess. And then this year we've lost so many close games. We've been in every game. I thought our non-conference schedule was better. Then we opened up with 7 out of 9 on the road in the Horizon. So it certainly has not been an easy task for anybody going into this thing. But we've learned a lot about our team. I think the second time through, Brian, is exciting for a coach because you get to make some adjustments on each team. They'll certainly make some adjustments on us. But I think less is better this time of year. I really took this, from Coach Massimino, the coach that I played for at Cleveland State. He always said, if you still got to practice 2-3 hours this time of year, then you probably should spend your time recruiting, because you don't have the guys that you need in place. So we don't feel that way. We just feel like we've got to do less in practice and have their legs and have their minds. And we've seen these guys all before. It's not like this is anything new. We know what Oakland has. They know what we have. It was a 1-possession game the first time around. They've played really well as of late. So we got to understand that. We got to know that, and they're right in the thick of things, and we got to get back to getting a win and getting back in that W column and feeling good about ourselves. I don't think you have to do that. I like that he said that. That's but I don't think that's the case. I think it's too early to tell. I think there's been one team separate themselves from the rest. That's Northern Kentucky. They've earned that. But I think this league is still wide open as far as a tournament. We got to get in that thing. There's no doubt about it. What it's going to take, I don't know. But we got to get in it. And I've said it all along that, the it's all about timing in basketball, about playing your best basketball at the right time, and this team can still achieve a lot of good things with the right mindset. And I think that's the biggest thing in coaching nowadays, Dana, is with the cell phones and the things that they look at. It's all about the instant gratification, and it's a shame we didn't get some of those wins, because our guys deserve some of those wins. But we just got to keep the thing together, get a win, and feel good, and keep working, because it's not going to happen right away with a young group. But you can't give up. You got to keep grinding. You got to keep working. There's a lot of things that are still ahead of us, and you want your kids to achieve those goals because they've worked really hard. It's got to be. It's got to be. I mean, I think every game should be like that. We wasted a lot of possessions on Saturday. There's no doubt about it. But maybe I messed up. Maybe we should have went up the night before. Maybe we shouldn't have got off a bus and tried to play a game. There's maybe we can approach that travel a little bit different. I don't know if that was the case, that we got off to a slow start. I'll never do it again. We'll go up the night before, and we'll, get used to their gym like we're going to do with Oakland. I just thought within an hour. But I don't know if that played into it or not. But you're right, possessions are important.
No, but Jerry, now that from here on, so you don't make those young mistakes. Is it?
I hope we don't have as many as we've had. Our freshmen are now sophomores. Our sophomores are now juniors. Our seniors, one senior is now running out of time. That's the way you got to approach it, man. Every day is like your last, and I think our practices have been good the last 2 days. So, I think you're constantly worrying, like, where's your players' heads? Where, has the frustration of losing so many close games, has it taken a toll on them? And that's why I think we've backed off on our practices and, just went harder, but, just shortened things up.
If you had your way, would you be playing more doubleheaders?
Yeah, I've said that since the schedule came out this year. I think the level of basketball we're at, I think that's a good question. I think both teams need it. I think if you look at the country in general, I think attendance all across the board is down in every league in America. I think the weather, like you just talked about, the cold has something to do with it. Football has something to do with it. Why not do doubleheaders? Why would we not do it every game, really, or find a way? Like Saturday, think about it. Our fans had to stay here in Youngstown to watch not a good but a great women's basketball team that we got, and then drive, get in the cold, and go to Cleveland to watch us play the same team, right? Like, we played the same team, the same university. Why not make it Cleveland State Day when we play and Youngstown Day when they play, and have a doubleheader? Just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, good. Yeah. Don't quote me on that. But good question. All I do in my free time, I love reading up on all the storylines. I think the Super Bowl is such an awesome day. How could you not want Tom Brady to win another one? What he's done to prolong his career, and I know a lot of the Steeler fans don't want to hear that, but I just like a guy that's done it the right way and hasn't cheated the game and continues to prepare. And at that age, man, we're watching greatness. But I am a McVay fan, so I'm going to be rooting for the Patriots.